What's going on, guys? This is Charles with Sambo Creeck. Today we're going to talk about our AODD pneumatic diaphragm pumps. This is a upgrade to the previous version of our cold solvent transfer pumps. These things are made to transfer cold solvents like ethanol, methanol, isopropanol, hexane, heptane, whatever. And these things can transfer fluids down to 40 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit or whatever. And they have some pretty cool design features that allow you to operate at those temperatures when a normal diaphragm pump cannot operate. What makes these pumps special? Well, the main upgrade to these pumps are the pneumatic exchanger. So let's talk a little bit about how a diaphragm pump operates and why the pneumatic exchanger is important. So diaphragm pumps have, well, diaphragms inside. And so you have a rod that crosses the middle of the pump and it connects to two of these, one in each side. And so these diaphragms flex back and forth, and that's what causes the fluid to come out of the pump. The pneumatic exchanger moves this rod with compressed air. But what happens is if I have a solvent that is minus 40 Celsius, you notice that the pump is all steel. So everything gets frozen. And when you have water vapor that comes into contact with these metal surfaces, the water will condense and eventually freeze. As the water freezes, all of the crevices, all of the cavities inside the pneumatic exchanger that are meant to cycle the pump get blocked with ice until the pump eventually stalls. So what we did is we designed a special pneumatic exchanger that has bigger clearances. So in case you do have some kind of ice accumulation, you won't have critical failure as you may have with other designs. For this type of process, it is important that you use dry compressed air, and it can be as simple as using an inline filter, a vapor filter or whatever. There are other refrigerated machines that can be used, but for the most part, it's that simple. The other thing that the pneumatic exchanger has is double exhausts and a large air inlet. And so the exhaust is pretty cool because it has double exhaust in case for some reason one of the exhausts gets frozen over. You do have a secondary one. They're both interconnected, and so they prevent that whole blockage. And if you notice, they're not protruding out. And this is so you don't have ice accumulation. They're specially made to avoid that whole ice accumulation problem, because we found in the past that over time, these mufflers, they get full of ice and the muffler itself gets blocked. So we make these pumps in three sizes. You'll notice that all three pumps have the same pneumatic exchanger, and there's a reason for that. Keeps the cost down. But we make a 1/2 inch pump, we make a 1 inch pump, and then we make an 1.5 inches. All three pumps have 1.5 sanitary tri-clamp connections, even though the actual little hole inside is different, but it's the same connection. Most of us in our labs use 1.5 inch tri-clamp, so that's an industry standard that makes it really easy to connect to your other processes, because you would use this pump to transfer ethanol from this tank to the other or whatever process you're going to. As you can see, all of the pumps are 316L stainless steel, and they have been electropolished, so they're nice and sanitary. They're rated FDA grade. They are CE certified, and they are ATEX 2, which is an explosion-proof rating in Europe. The pumps can operate at minus 40 Celsius. That's the minimum temperature. Minus 40 Celsius and minus 40 Fahrenheit is the same thing. It is, I checked. Maximum operating temperature is 95 Celsius. The diaphragms that we use are Santoprene and Teflon. So we use Santoprene because Santoprene is very flexible, especially at those temperatures. So this thing here is what actually does the pumping. It does the heavy lifting, and these flex a lot. certain types of rubber diaphragms, they become really brittle under cold temperature. And so they're not suitable because what happens is that at those -40 or whatever, they will crack and they're no good. But Santoprene is really good under cold temperatures. And then we back that Santoprene up with a Teflon diaphragm. So this goes on top of that and they go in like this. And so the Teflon is terrible when it's at such cold temperatures and it's flexing. So to get around that, you stack them up and you have the flexibility in the Santoprene, but you have the chemical compatibility of the Teflon diaphragms, because if you were to run heptane or something like that on a Santoprene diaphragm, they would not be chemically compatible, or we would not recommend that. So that's why we use Teflon over Santoprene, and that works really well for us. You can select other materials if you wanted to. We do customize. Then we have the gaskets that go in the system and the balls. So the way these things work is you have a seat, you have a ball, and you have a cage. And each pump has 4 of these. So one goes here, one goes here, one goes there, and one goes there. And so what happens is, as fluid comes up, it pushes the ball up and the fluid goes around it. And the fluid can't go out because the ball is sitting. And so then these things have certain seals, like so. So that'll be something like that. That's how that goes. And it's important that we use Teflon for this application because Teflon can withstand cold temperatures, but under pressure. It doesn't flex very well when it's cold, but to seal in this application, they're great. They can withstand the temperature if it's under pressure. Here's the other one. The kits come with this setup. And so these seals are what prevent leaks. On some of the other pumps that we sell that do not come with this type of seal, they're not rated for these temperatures. What you will find is that if you do operate those pumps at such cold temperatures, you're going to have leaks. It's not the pump design, it's the application. You're using the wrong type of pump at the wrong temperatures. So if you are going to use a pump for cold solvents, you definitely want something like this. We do carry all the replacement parts for the pumps. Every 1,000,000 cycles, you will need to change and do some preventive maintenance on your diaphragms. It's really simple to do the upgrade yourself. Remove some screws here, take this apart. It's not rocket science, it's not complicated. But yeah, we do sell these, and then we also sell the entire kits, which contain a whole bunch of balls, contain the 4 balls, 4 seats, 4 cages, the seals and gaskets, and the diaphragms for the upgrade. And we stock it for all 3 sizes. The air connections for the pumps are all 3/8 British standard pipe. So it's not a common connection, but you can find BSP ball valves or other types of inlet adapters. They do not come with the pumps. You can buy them in McMaster or some other industrial supply place. The P60 pump, the 1/2-inch pump, has a displacement of 140 cc's and it has a maximum flow rate of 14 gallons per minute. The P120 has a displacement of 200 cc's and a maximum flow rate of 31 gallons per minute. And the large 1.5-inch P170 has 700 cc displacement, and that one can pump a maximum of 44 gallons per minute. And of course, flow rate is very dependent. It's a curve, so it depends on how high you're going to be pumping your fluid, where you're drawing the fluid from, but you can check the owner's manual or on our website and you can see a pump curve. If you need help selecting a pump, we would be more than happy to explain how a pump curve works or give you our opinion on what size pump or type of pump would best suit your needs. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, You can leave your comments below or reach out on Instagram, Facebook, on our website, or shoot us an email. We're always happy to help. We have some great products, and I'm sure that you will love these pumps just as much as we do. We put a ton of work in to develop these things, and we really think that it is the most cost-effective pump on the market right now, and they are quality diaphragm pumps made in Italy exclusively for SC filtration. Thanks for watching, guys. And that has a maximum and that
Put it in my pocket for later. Hi, my name is Monica, and today we're going to be talking about our new and renovated pumps. Hi, my name is Monica, and today we're going to be talking about our renovated...
Start again?
Didn't I say that? Hi, my name is Monica with Sambo Creeck, and today we're going to be talking about our updated version of... Hi, my name is Monica with Sambo Creeck. Today we're going to be talking about our renovated, updated. Where did I get that word from? Oh, it's going to take forever. This sucks.